So the next thing that I saw, the next vision that I saw, I was sleeping, and this was in the timing that I was fasting. So this was right when I was getting ready to, transition. I was going from where I was to the next place where the Lord had prepared for me. He told me, yeah, this is where I want you to go. So in that timing, this is where I started to have the visions, and I had a dream. And I was fasting, and I had this dream, and it felt so real that I was there, and I saw Jesus hanging on the cross, and I saw women at the bottom of his feet, and they were so close that they could touch his feet. And then I saw it from a distance, and then I saw like I was walking towards this, and I could see the women, and I emphasized on the women. I looked at him, and then I saw his body all cut up. I saw the thorns, and then I looked at the woman, and one of the women that I saw was Mary Magdalene. But when I looked at her, I saw my face, and I said, that's me. And I was like, I said I was her. I was there. And what this felt like, it felt like I was looking into a memory. And this is what I wanted to share. I was looking into a memory of what happened. And you know how there's, some people, they say that they can remember their past life, and they get visions, they get downloads of their past life. My past life, the Lord revealed it to me that night. My past life, I was Mary Magdalene. And Jesus was there. And I was there. And I saw myself as Mary Magdalene. And I could feel it. And so after that, I remember I had a love. I felt a love for the Lord. But I didn't feel like, the Bible says to love God with all of your heart, all of your mind, all of your soul, all of your strength. So, but this time I felt it. I didn't feel, I would feel like the love for the Lord, but I felt love, like a romantic type of love for the Lord. And I was trying to figure out, like, why do I feel like a romantic type of love for the Lord? And I developed this. I don't know where it was, but I don't know how. I just developed this, and I was like, am I crazy to feel like this? I was like, why do I feel like this? And I started to feel like this, and then I felt like I had like a relationship with Jesus. I felt like he was like somebody who was like a significant other, like somebody who was like a husband. And I felt this love, like a husband and wife type of love. And this is what I felt for Jesus. This is what I felt for him. So that night when I was feeling the love of God, I was feeling that type of love. I was feeling that type of love. And I was feeling it out of my heart, and I was feeling like, oh my God, and after that I kept on saying, like, Jesus is my husband, Jesus is my husband. And I didn't, think anything of it. And I just kept on saying, like, that's how I saw him. I saw him like he was the ultimate, like he was my husband, like no man on earth could compare, and I was like, I'm done. And after when I didn't know that the Lord wanted me to be with my husband, because I was like, in my head I was thinking like, I just want to be with Jesus. I just want to have him, like he's my husband. I just want to feel like that is my husband. So I was like willing to even let go of the relationship that I was in, for to be in by myself. And I was like, I'm willing to be by myself. I was like, I'm willing to to be single, you know. But in my head, I'm thinking, you know, like, Jesus is my husband, you know. So and even my husband, I'm talking to him, and I remember we were texting, and I was telling him anything. I said, Jesus is my husband. So, and we both decided, I was like, we were getting to know each other, we were becoming like really good friends, and we became to have like really, really good, like, strong chemistry, like really good love for one another, like a really deep, heavy love. And but I would still tell him, like, Jesus is my husband. So, and then one day he was we were actually fasting together. We ended the fast together, and he was fasting at the same time, and I didn't know that he was fasting at the same time. And the Lord told me to do 21 days, and he was doing 21 days, and we ended up finishing at the same way. We did not plan it, we did not talk to each other, we did not do anything. We were literally doing it together without consciously knowing that we were fasting together. And when we fasted, at the end of the fast, he got baptized. And on the third day, he got baptized. On the last day, he got baptized. And then he showed me the video. When he showed me the video of the baptism that he did, I did not see him. I saw Jesus inside of him, and I saw the eyes were on fire. I immediately looked at his video. I just could not stop crying. I could not stop crying. I just saw Jesus in his eyes, and I just started crying. I started crying, like, I promise you, like. And then I was noticing how I could never submit to any other man. I couldn't submit to my first boyfriend. I couldn't submit to the father of my children. I couldn't submit to them. And but him, my husband, when I got to him, I submitted to him, like, 100%. I submitted to him, like, whatever he wanted me to do, whatever he said to do, like, that's what I would do. I would do it. So I was like, Lord, like, and this was way before I even knew that he was, like, my husband, before I got the revelation that he was my husband. So I was like, Lord, why is it that I have this I felt this so heavy to follow him, and I don't know why. I was like, man, like, I barely know this guy, but I feel like I can, like I don't know why, I feel like this is it. And it wasn't for me, like, this was. And then the Lord started to show me, like, this is your husband. So that was the first sign that the Lord showed me about Mary Magdalene and Jesus. So stay tuned for the next ones.